Hey folks, welcome back to Pine Badger Outdoors. Today, just a little short video, me and Sophia. This is a little anniversary present I got from my wife. I gave you a little sneak peek. And we'll go over it. And I will admit, on the last camp you guys watched, this did cut the wood. I had it hidden pretty good from you guys. And I did add in this little can of WD-40 because there's no lube on the chain. But we'll take a look at this in a bit. You guys stay tuned, and we'll cut a little bit of trees and a little bit of logs. Well, not logs, but we'll cut a little bit with it, and we'll see how we make out and see if it's something we could use. We're near the badger testing grounds, by the way, as you can tell by the road noise. But we'll test it out and see if it's something that we could use in the field. So stay tuned, guys, and we'll cut a little bit of branches with the thing. Thanks, guys. Pink Ranger's just working on a route here. She's on the job. So anyways, this is something my wife picked me up for anniversary. She asked me if she thought I would be able to use something like this. So that's the first time I actually saw these things, and I thought, geez, you know, for the price of it, I paid almost that for my Boreal 21 bucks saw. So anyways, long story short, it come in this box, which is a pretty decent box. It's got a little lip, so like I use it. The reason why this is a big deal for me is because I've been using the little ATV, the little wheeler lately. So you know what? It's really not that heavy, but it's too heavy to carry in your backpack. But it's certainly not on a wheeler. So anyways, now I will admit the gloves, I got rid of the gloves because they came with a pair of gloves that they're knitted. And it is a literal little chainsaw blade. So these are just old shop gloves. These are just old safety glasses that I had because the ones that come in, it literally fell apart when I picked them up. This I put in, and this almost broke my heart because this was $6 and change. And for $2 more, I could have got the full-size can. But you see, anyways, it's my chain lube. So really, you just spray it once in a while. You don't need to spray it every, like, you know. So this, long story short, is I've been using this one battery. I did do, when I was on my last camp, guys, all the wood that was cut was with this battery, and I trimmed some trees on the lawn, like limbs, and the friggin' thing is still showing full, guys. And there's two of these. By the way, this is a really cool feature on this saw. It's got its own battery indicators on each battery. It comes with two 24-volt lithium batteries and the little charger. It's got a safety here. And it's got a 6-inch. This one has a 6-inch blade and bar. Now, it does come with a spare little chain and a tool and a brush. I suppose the brush is to get down in here. But I find that when I use it, that I tap it. Now, I'm not going to lie to you because this was with the ship, with the tax. Oh, Willie. Don't ignore the camera, but anyway, Willie's here too, guys. With the shipping, this was less than 100, or with the tax, it was less than 120 bucks, I think, at the house. With the spare chain, the little tool, 2 batteries, in the case, the charger, in glasses and gloves. But like I said, this is my stuff because that stuff wasn't. It was there to say they gave it to you. Now this here has some features that, well, I mean, I didn't know about because she didn't really show me too much about it, but it's got a light, oddly enough, that when you trigger it, it's like a cordless drill. And the feature that I really think is cool on this, and not all of these little buggers has it, is, well, first of all, you should do this because it is actually a little chainsaw. You'll see in a minute. It kind of surprised me, but the feature I like is this saw has this, and it locks. Now me, I like it right here. That's the most comfortable for me. But I will show you. I'll put the battery in last, guys. But we'll cut just little pieces here and there, and then we might have to stop and just get a different shot. But I will wear safety glasses, because I'll tell you why, guys. Is you will see that it looks all cute and all, but once you start to cut with it, you see that like it literally does throw pieces of wood like this. Now the part of the saw I'm not sure of is the files. I've never checked out, because I've never seen a chain that small, so I don't know if you just use the chain and then just replace it, because excuse the noise, guys, it's in the badger testing grounds, remember? And I just give it a little shot like that. But I see the chains are really, really cheap, so I'm wondering if you just don't use the chain up and then just like buy a new chain, because they seem to be about $5 a piece. You'd need really good eyes to file it. I suppose you could though, but I just never seen a file this cheap. But I'm going to check at the local saw shop. So anyways, we'll just go over here and we'll start on this one.
Sophia, can you back up a little bit?
So you can see this one here is not really big, guys. I'll try to stand over here now. I am left-handed, by the way, so I'm trying to do this backwards from what I'm normally doing, but it'll give you a gist of it. Now really, guys, I'm not pushing on the saw. I'm actually letting the saw do its own thing. That's my nature. So that way I'm not stalling out the little bugger. See what I mean about the sawdust? It seems to come out on its own. That's 2.5 inch wood. Now normally, when I camp, you know I've preached it to you guys before, is that I normally try to stay within 4 or 5 inch wood, because I use the buck saw. Well, I wouldn't use any different rule with this. I would do the same thing, you know. You got 6 inch, but if you cut wood up to here, you're not killing the little saw, and I mean, it's not even warm yet, you see. But there's the thing, use your head. Like, why burn it up? Like, you do a couple pieces of bigger wood, stop. You know, you're not in a hurry when you're in the woods. The dry stuff will cut especially easy, guys, too. Now this one might take a little bit longer, because this is going to be a bigger tree. Now this would be the maximum I would do with this little saw. I wouldn't cut probably anything bigger than this. And you have to remember, in this little bugger's defense, I mean, the battery's still showing full, but this is the battery I've been using. I used it on my last camp. I cut a piece not quite as big as this, but I cut about 10 or 15 of them, and I did the lawn, and I'm doing today I'm still on the same battery. That's kind of cool. So anyways, here we go. What else can you ask for, guys? I think I got a little bind in her. I got a little bind in her, I think. There we go. That's a pretty cool piece of kit, guys. Oh, it smells good. Willie, okay. There's a good boy. I just don't expect him to stick around like that. That's cutting hard, guys. Must be the kind of wood. But I mean, it's a pretty cool little piece of kit. I mean, that's just me trying to knock the gunk out of it. But I mean, you tighten it right on the side here. You see when the chain gets slack? You just tighten it up right there. And that's how you do it. Normally this is called like a pruning saw, guys. That's what they call it. And then the guys on the internet, well, they call it like mini chainsaw, which it really is. I mean, you know, it's meant to cut like sticks. And you can use it with the left hand. It's just a little more awkward. So for a small titanium stove, guys, you could definitely, and I mean now, you guys got to use your head here. This is about $100 saw with 2 batteries. See now she's warm. It's not hot, it's starting to get warm. Well, now I'm stopping. Even if I was in the bush, I would take 2 or 3 of these big ones that I did, because these ones were cutting hard. And I would, that's it, I would stop for a bit. I just let it cool down. Remove the battery first, that's just me though. And just let it cool down. I think I will use this on my camps for a while. I'll bring the Boreal 21 anyway, guys, because, well, it cuts good and you know what? There's a lot less to fail on that. But for $100 little saw, you know what I mean? Like, this is definitely something. I'm gonna pack this saw for a while with the wheeler, and because on the, like I was telling you guys on the last camp, there's gonna be like a 2 or 3 day camp coming up. Probably 3 days. Well, this is gonna be fully charged, both batteries, and this is gonna keep the Badger warm or cold for 3 days. 3 nights, I should say. So this should save a lot of work in the long run, and the name of it is Hanqui. Hanqui. So anyway, guys, I hope this little video helped you guys. I am not disappointed at all. I'm very excited to try to, you know, like to see how, because like I said, you guys know the drill with me. I mean, that would be maxing me right out right there, because I do all my splitting baton with the knife. So, but it's something to think about. I mean, if you're, for normal things, this is what it's meant for. This diameter. Lefty might. I don't know, guys. That's a pretty impressive little piece of kit right there. Sure a lot easier on the shoulder than a buck saw. So anyway guys, I just wanted to share this with you, and I hope it helps. I mean, even if you're not a wild camper like me, but maybe even if you guys are just guys that run the wheeler. There's no gas involved with this. I mean, these are lithium batteries. You charge both of them up, you'd probably be good for the whole summer. It seems like, I don't really know. I mean, this one's still showing full charge. I don't know how that can be, but maybe it's not very accurate. I'm not sure. But anyways, guys, until next time, keep on cutting branches with the badger. Thanks, guys.